evaluate triple integral over region E 2x dv, where E is a solid tetrahedron bounded by the planes 2x plus 3y plus z equals 6, x equals 0, y equals 0, z equals 0. Okay. All right. So might sometimes be helpful to draw at least some part of the region we're integrating over. Yeah, so we know this is just going to keep us in the so-called first octant, right? The upper first one, everything's positive. The plane here, well, if you do intercepts, what do we got? 3 on the x-intercept here. 2 for the y-intercept. And then 6 for the z-intercept. All the other 0. And so you get this, so you've got the tetrahedron pyramid, whatever you want to call it, shape there. Okay. Well, again, we're focusing on our z's, doing our z's first, and so we can see here if we go let the z's talk about the z's first. What are my z's ranging from here? 0 to well, to go from 0 to this plane surface, right? So that would be between to this, right? 6 minus 2x minus 3y. Yeah. Yeah. So the z's are going to go between 0 to the plane. All right. Now, to y plane part of it. Think of this, what this would look like if we were able to look at it just from above. So if we just look at it from above, isn't that just going to be a triangular region? This triangular region here? And so that's our region D, or the region in the XY plane. So it doesn't really matter. We can do the y's next, if you will. We would just need to know what that line is, right? In terms of y, the slope intercept. Was it down 2 over 3? So it'd be negative 2/3. Down 2 over 3, and then the b would be 2. So you could do it with the x's as well. Yeah, you can do it however. You just need to get the equation of that line. So that our y's then would range from 0 to that, right? And then, of course, the x's are going to be from 0 to 3. I think I did. Yeah, 0 to 3. So that gives us a way to do our triple integral here, right? Do the z's first, so 0 to 6 minus 2x minus 3y. Z's first. Then we're going to do the y's, then the x's. So the y's go from 0 to negative 2/3 x plus 2. And then our x's go from 0 to 3. So that's our setup. Let's see. 0 to 3, 0 to negative 2/3 x plus 2. All right, so like I said, I don't think they'll get too wild here, but was that 2xz? And so we evaluate that from 0 to 6 minus 2x minus 3y, so that's just going to be 2x times 6 minus 2x minus 3y. Plug in that z value. I guess we really even have to distribute there because all we've got is the y. You can go ahead and distribute if you want to, but not going to change anything. Let's say that'd be 12x minus 4x squared minus 6xy. So that would be 12xy, 4x squared y. Yeah. Yeah. Different ways to do it. And what is this, 3x y squared? From 0 to negative 3/2 x plus 2. Yeah, same old, isn't it? Got to plug in the 2/3, negative 2/3 x plus 2 for the y's. So we have 12x times negative 2/3 x plus 2 minus 4x squared times negative 2/3 x plus 2. And then minus 3x times negative 2/3 x plus 2 squared. A little bit of distributing. 12x times negative 2/3 x. 12's be negative 8x squared. And 12x times 2 be plus 24x. It'll be plus 8/3 x cubed minus 8x squared. Okay, so then the funnest last here, that'd be 4/9 x squared minus 4/3 minus 4/3 be minus 8/3 x plus 4 times negative 3x, so it'd be negative 4/3 x cubed plus 8x squared minus 12x. And so I think there's some stuff we can combine here. Oh, look at that. 8/3 x minus, 8x squared minus 8x squared. Some of those cancel out. So we got 8/3 x cubed minus 8x squared. There's another one left though. And 24x minus 12x plus 12x. If I did, oh no, forgot to combine these. I've got 8/3 x cubed minus 4/3 x cubed. So this is just 4/3 x cubed. And then minus 8x squared. So those canceled out. 24, yeah, okay. Does that look all right? So this will be 4/3 times 1/4, so it'll be 4/12 x to the 4th minus 8/3 x to the 3rd plus 6x squared. But I am going from 0 to 3, so that will be 1/3 times 81 minus 8/3 times 27 plus 6 times 9. So 81 divided by 3 minus 8/3 times 27 is 54. 9. After all that. All right. Is that okay? All right. Yep. I believe that's what I thought I should get to from my previous work. Okay. All right, yeah, there's lots of little things to trip up on there. Now, here's my next question for you. What do you think this would mean? What if I did the triple integral over region E dv? What is that going to give me? Very similar to if we did this. Yeah, this gives you the area of D. This, because you're doing just basically integrating 1 over dA.
Oh, 1.
Yeah. And so here we're just doing, so I'm just going to give you the volume of E. Yeah. Yeah. And so we can use this triple integral here to also help us find volumes. All right, so let's find the volume of the region below x plus y plus z equals 8, and above the region in, I think I should have raised this up. Let me start this over. All right, find the volume of region below x plus y plus z equals 8, and above the region bounded by x equals 3/2 squared y and 3/4 y. X equals 3/4 y. Okay. Oh, in the xy plane. Okay, so we've got this region below. All right, so this is, we're just talking about another plane. So we got this plane. All the intercepts are 8. So got that plane, slanted plane. And then this in the XY plane, let's not even draw that. Let's just do our XY plane here. All right. And I did it this way because instead of just making Y equals, I did the X equals. All right. Should we start with this one first? All right. That's the line. X equals 3/4 Y. So we go through 0, 0. Yeah, you can think of it as either way. If Y is 1, we got 3/4 X. But if X is 4, then we've got, if Y is 4, X is 3. Another way to think of it. So we got a line through the origin. All right. Now this one, X equals 3/2 square root of Y. Of course, X is 0 if Y is 0. If Y is 1, then we've got the square root of 1, so that's 3/2 for X. So if Y is 1, then X is 3/2, 1.5.
I thought it was going to run on the side and go up like
Mm-hmm. Yes.
fraction.
Yes. If we do 4 for Y, then we got the square root of 4 times 3/2, so that's just 3. All right. So Y is 4, X is 3. That works out pretty nicely, doesn't it? All right, so we're talking about this region right there. So that's our region in the XY plane. So we're going to take that region above that up to our plane. Okay. Well, again, I guess I should have drawn. What we're looking at is, here's our plane. And so we want to take, take Z from, this is our XY plane. We want above it, so we're taking that above it. So how do we want the Z's, if we go Z's first, how do we want the Z's to run? Wouldn't they just go from the XY plane, which is Z equals 0, okay, up to the plane, which is Z equals 8 minus X minus Y? Oh, yeah. All right. And then we just work with the XY plane. All right. Now, the way the equations are set up, we can adjust them around, I guess. But the way these are set up, they're set up to do our x's next, right? So what does x go between here? X would go between the line, which is 3/4 y, to the square root, which is 3/2 square root of y. And then our y's go from 0 to 4. So that gives us our bounds. Now, it didn't give us the integral here, but we're just going to use the triple integral over that region and just do dv, right, or 1 dv. So the way we had it set up, yeah, we're going to do the z's first, 0 to 8 minus x minus y. Then we're going to do the x's. So those go from 3/4 y to 3/2 square root of y. And then y's go from 0 to 4. And then, yeah, that's our dy. All right. So, yeah, it's just 1, so it'd just be z, so that would be just plug that in. 8 minus x minus y. But we said we're doing the x's next, so that would be 8x minus 1/2 x squared minus xy. And we'll do x from 3/4 y to 3/2 x squared y. Yeah, so that would be 0 to 4, 8 times 3/2 squared y minus 1/2 times 3/2 square root of y squared. So that would just be 9/4 y, right? Over 2. And then minus 3/2 square root of y times y. And unfortunately, we've got to do the minus part on this one. So that would be 8. Oh, it's going to cancel out? All right. Okay, so that would be 8 times 3/4 y. That would be 6y. And then minus 1/2 times 9/4 y squared. And then minus 3/4 y times y, so it'd be 3/4 y squared. So that'd be 12 square root of y minus 9/8 y minus 3/2, let's call that y to the 3/2. And then we have minus 6y plus 9/8 y squared plus, what happened there? That shouldn't be the same, should it? I guess it is. Plus 3/4 y squared. Okay, so what can we combine? The y's and the y squareds? Let's see if we get the right thing. All right, so we have 12 square root of y minus 9/8 minus 6, so that's, what was that, 48, 6, so 55/8. Is that right? I'm doing my... Okay, 57/8 y minus 3/2 y to the 3/2. And then the y squareds, we've got 9/8 plus 6/8, so it's 15/8 y squared. Okay. So the good news is we are going to do 0 to 4 ultimately, so that would be 12 times 2/3 y to the 3/2 minus 57/16 y squared minus 3/2 times 2/5 y to the 5/2 plus 15/8 times 1/3 cubed, and we're going to run that from 0 to 4. We have 8 times 4 to the 3/2 minus 15, oh, look at that, 57/16 times 16. And then minus 3/5, 4 to the 5/2. And then minus 5/8 times 4 cubed is 64. This is 64? 264 minus 57 minus 3/5 times 32. And that would be 40. Yep. All right. It's looking pretty good. So that's 7 minus 96/5 minus 40. Ooh. Must have something wrong. Didn't get what I thought. Minus 261 over 5, yeah. Shouldn't be negative, yeah. What'd we do? All right. See if I can figure it out real quick here. So I didn't write any of my steps down. All right. So 8 times 3/2 of y, square root of y, that's right. So that's 12 square root of y, that's right. And then that is 1/2 x squared, that's right. 6y. Right, okay. So that'd be 1/2 times 9/4 y, that's right, because I'm squaring it. And then x, so it'd be 3/2 square root of y times y. Okay, then plug in the 3/4 y. That might where it messed up. Oh, that's 6y. 1/2 times 9/16. That's what it was. There's my problem. Because I forgot to square it.
I got to that step.
Ah, should have told me.
Then I realized I kind of.
All right, so this will be 9/32 y squared. So no, that shouldn't make that big of a difference. We'll see. And that's right? 3/4 y squared. That's right. Okay. So 9/32 instead of. Yeah. So this will be something y squared. So my y squareds will be 9/32 plus 3/4. 33 over 32. Yeah. It's 33 over 32 y squared. That'll be 33 over 32 y cubed, so that'll be 11 over 32. Yeah. Times 64. Oh, that's another thing. I should have been in plus there. So that would be plus 22. Let's see what that gives us. 64, so it'd be 7 minus 96 over 5 plus 22. $49 over 5. Here we go. Whew.